you don't know, it says in the description, we're starting the 21 day of the challenge to get into your yoga routine if you're already not there. So this is a good way to just start with it in this new year, 2021. So I will stop somewhere here. I'll just check if anyone needs whoop whoop whoop. Olivia, hello. Help. I can see no one needs help. I assume you all know what you're doing, like modifying, and let's just start with moving. So let's come up into standing. So coming up into standing, I'll turn around to face you. You can just turn around so you're facing forward and just finding coming into that Tadasana pose. So you want to spread your toes nice and wide. You can bring your feet together, but obviously if you feel more comfortable keeping them hip width apart, you just keep them hip width apart. So from there, starting with activating through your toes, so spreading your toes wide, engaging through your thighs. Then you want to pull your belly in, engaging the glutes, pulling the lower ribs in. Just give a nice roll of the shoulders down and back. That's it. And just opening your palms so they're facing kind of forward. You can just take a moment, like a few moments here, just to ground, just to greet the day, and maybe just to greet your practice. So taking your time to close your eyes, or maybe just keeping your eyes soft, maybe finding your fulcrum point. It's a good time to just really connect with yourself. So redrawing that energy from the earth down through your feet, and then just feel as it lifts up through your thighs, through your legs, through your belly, through your chest, and then you're just expanding through the crown of your head. Okay, and then maybe just starting to connect with your breath, so finding your breath. You're breathing in through your nose, and again exhaling out through your nose. Again breathing in, and then breathing out. And then just taking a few more breaths here, in and out. And this might be a good time, if you already haven't, just setting up your intention as well. Just feeling as you're kind of engaging through that Mula Bandha, Ujjana Bandha, your heart center, everything is just connected. Feeling that connectedness while you're introducing, excuse me, your pranayama, your breathing. Okay, and then starting slowly to gently open your eyes if they were closed, and this time taking a full breath in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. Let's just take another full breath in. This time you can relax your hands, and as you inhale, you're just bringing the shoulders high up towards your ears, and then letting it go, and just dropping the shoulders down. Again, breathing in, and then exhaling. So 3 more times, breathing in, and then let it go. Let's just take another couple of more in, and then exhale, and then last one in, and exhale. Next, inhale, squeeze your arms through the sides. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. You can interlace the fingertips, you can even release the index fingers and just reach towards the sky. So legs are staying engaged, keep reaching up, and as you reach up, you start swaying from side to side. So just gentle stretch and warm up of the spine. Like here, your arms are staying with your ears, in line with your ears, so arms are not dropping forward or backwards. They can go actually a bit more further back, like with your ears or behind. Okay, so swaying from side to side. You can stop in the center, you can inhale, you can reach even higher up through your fingertips. I can see, you can't see my fingertips there. Here. And then you start dropping down to the side. So you're standing, guys, yeah? You're standing and you're just swaying to one side. Just pushing the hips to the left, just coming down to the right. Just really feel as this left side is stretching. Yeah, still lower ribs are in, core is really engaged, keeping both armpits facing forward, keeping your face looking forward, so you don't want to look down on the floor, you're looking forward, you're holding it there. Inhale, let's come back through the center again, reaching up towards the sky. On exhale, dropping down towards the left, so you push the hips to the right. Again, being mindful about your breath, you don't want to stop breathing here at some stage. You're always breathing in and out through your nose. You're holding it there. You keep pulling. This left arm is pulling your right arm as you drop a bit more further down. And then coming back through the center. Inhale, reaching up towards the sky. On exhale, release your arms by your sides. You can even take them behind your back. Interlacing 10 fingertips. Inhale, lifting up from the chest. On exhale, this time I'll bend the knees as you fall down and forward. Lift your arms up and away from you. Again, taking another couple of more breaths here. And exhale, if you find you're wobbling, you might want to separate your feet to hip width apart. One more breath. And exhale. Okay, so this time release your hands down on the floor. Inhale, opening up from the chest. You can still keep the knees soft or extend them if it's good for your hamstrings, feels nice. On exhale, just coming to this forward fold. One more time. Inhale, opening up from the heart. On exhale, folding down. One more, last one. Inhale, open. On exhale, fold. This time, press the palms down on the floor and step back into your downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, again, starting with bent knees, releasing the chest down. Maybe starting to move the heels up and down a few times, paddling the feet. And just checking how the body feels in being in downward facing dog. Feel free, always, you can lift right leg up. You can bend your right knee, opening through that right hip. I even just give like those like a few circles here, just bringing some pliancy movement through that right hip joint. Okay, and then you can release and drop right foot down on the floor. So you do the same thing on the left side. Left leg lifts up, bending your knee and opening through your left hip. So trying to keep the weight evenly through your both hands, so you're not dumping the weight into the right shoulder. Now a few more circles. And then releasing the left foot down on the floor with the next inhale. Just suck the belly in, rounding through your spine and trying to find your plank position. So coming forward, so you keep shoulders over the wrists, you keep the belly zipped in, you keep the glutes engaged, elbows sucked down and under. On exhale, feel free to drop the knees, chin and chest, everything down on the floor. And then you inhale, opening up through your cobra. Engaging through your legs, pointing through your toes, chest opens, widening through the collarbones. On exhale, drop the chin down on the floor, and I'll just extend the right arm away from you. 90 degrees bending through your left knee. As you flip to one side, let's just give some love to the shoulders. You can keep the head down on the floor. Okay, and then again coming back through the center. So you do the same thing on the other side. So extending left arm away from you. Head stays down. You're supporting yourself onto your right palm as you bend your right knee and you flip your right foot behind your left leg. And just smile. Say hello, shoulder. Nice stretch again. Breathing into that shoulder. You come back through the center as you're laying on your belly. Take your hands underneath your shoulder. You tuck your toes under. So you push yourself up from your all fours. Let's go and just take child's pose. Again, breathing in through your nose. You can even exhale out through your mouth. Again, breathing in. And exhaling, feel as you're rejuvenating. One more time, breathing in. And exhale, let's inhale with rounded back. Coming up from your all fours, tucking the toes under, finding a downward facing dog. Inhale, let's just leave that right leg high up towards the ceiling. On exhale, bend the knee. And then slowly with control, step your right foot all the way forward. Drop the back heel down on the floor. Let's just find a warrior one. Raising your arms over your head, sinking down into your hips. Exhale, release the hands down. Framing your right foot as you step back into your plank. Starting to take your vinyasas by lowering yourself halfway down. Feel free always, keep the knees down on the floor if you need to. Take a cobra or upward facing dog. On exhale, finding the way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left side, left leg lifts up. On exhale, with control, step the left foot forward, spin the right back heel down on the floor. Inhale, rising up into warrior one. Exhale, framing the left foot here back into your plank, taking another vinyasa, opening up. On exhale, you're back into downward dog. Let's inhale, step or walk your feet all the way forward or jump even. exhale, let's come into that forward fold, folding down. Inhale, opening up from the chest, flattening through the back. On exhale, folding down, and inhale. Let's keep the knees soft as you rise up through your chair pose, raising the arms up, sinking down and low into your hips. Weight goes back into your heels. Okay, on exhale, release your hands down on the ground, bowing to the earth. Inhale, opening up from the chest. On exhale, step walk, or even if you have the jump back into your plank. On exhale, taking another vinyasa, or take a break and find yourself back either in downward facing dog, or if you find this a bit too much, it's kind of, you can always take a child's pose, so do whatever suits you. Let's inhale, raise the right leg high up towards the ceiling. On exhale, really scoop the belly in, rounding through the spine, bring the right knee towards your right armpit, yeah, and then you inhale, you lift the right leg high up. On exhale, right knee descend goes towards your left armpit, so really squeeze the belly in, just adding that twist. One more time, inhale, right leg rises up. On exhale, scoop the belly in, and this time with control again. Step right foot forward, spin the back heel down on the floor, warrior one, raising the arms all the way up. On exhale, releasing, framing the right foot here back into your plank, exhaling, coming down through vinyasa. Inhale, again, backward bend. On exhale, here back into downward facing dog. We have left side. Inhale, left leg lifts high up. On exhale, scoop the belly in, rounding, left knee comes towards your left armpit. Inhale again, left arm, leg rises up. On exhale, belly in, twisting, bringing left knee towards your right armpit. One more time, inhale, leg lifts up. On exhale, you step forward, warrior one on the left side. Rising up, sinking low, shoulders away from the ears. On exhale, framing the left foot as you step back into your plank, taking another vinyasa if you have in your practice, or maybe just dropping down, taking like a little cobra. On exhale, you're back into your downward facing dog. Once you're in downward dog, why don't you take those like a 3 energizing breaths, just thinking of coming back to your body, thinking of rejuvenating yourself. Again, you can always have those loud exhales. Let's check how we're doing on time. We're doing great. Okay, let's inhale. Looking forward between your hands, step, jump, or walk your feet all the way forward. And then just lifting up from the heart. On exhale, folding down. Inhale. Let's rise up into chair pose. Arms are reaching up. Sit down and low. Yes, you suck the belly in. Keep sinking lower and lower and lower. And this time, as you bring your hands back at your heart center, sit a bit lower. Suck the belly in, turning for chair twist towards the right side. So you want to hook your left elbow against your right knee. You want to squeeze the knees towards each other. And then bringing the right shoulder away from the ear. Looking over that right shoulder as you sit a bit lower. Okay, and then I'll just bring the gaze down on the floor. And with control, trying to step the left foot all the way back. Yeah, so coming into this like a twisted bent leg triangle. Some of you, if you have in your practice the bind, go ahead. That means by dropping this left arm underneath your right thigh, or stay where you are. Okay, from here, I'll just bring the gaze again down and in front of you. You untwist, you inhale, keeping the back straight, lifting yourself up. You can even raise your arms all the way up as you come up into a high lunge. And then from here, with control, try to not kick the back leg, but with control, we draw the left knee forward. Yeah, so you're somewhere here. And then from here, standing pigeon, bring left foot across your right thigh, flex your toes. And wobbling. If you wobble, wobble. If not, just be where you are. Again, belly's in, with control. You want to sit down and back. So weight goes back into your hip, into your heel. Weight goes back into your heel, sitting a bit lower. Who is flying? You know, some of you have the flying, doing flies. You need to have your hands really close to the floor. Please don't jump from somewhere here and just to go into that flying position. or flying pigeon. Okay, so from wherever you are, even you're here, straight back with control, you come up, you bring the left knee forward, and then I'll just shoot that left leg way back, extending your arms in front of you, warrior three. So arms are extending, your left leg is way back, you can flex your toes, and just roll that left hip down. So just reaching forward, and then as you exhale, why don't you take it into airplane? So arms are going to the sides. You maybe just go a bit more lower or closer down towards the earth. You look slightly in front of you. On exhale, why don't you release both hands down on the floor and try to take maybe this into like a standing split. So you're leaning towards your right leg. You can lift the left leg higher up. Okay, on exhale, why don't you shoot that left foot way back, and then you step your right foot way back and just fold your back into your plank, taking another vinyasa, and then you inhale, you open up, on exhale, back into downward facing dog. And from here again, looking forward between your hands, you can bend and soften your knees, you can step, you can jump or walk your feet forward. Inhale, lifting, on exhale, melting down to the earth. And then inhale again, arching through your spine, flattening through your back, bending your knees, chair, Utkatasana, reaching your arms all the way up, sinking down and low, making always sure, whenever you come into these chair poses, with an oil, making sure you can see your toes. If you can't see your toes, your knees needs to go way back. Okay, and then you just bring your hands back at your heart center. Excuse me, suck your belly in. So you turn and twist this time towards the left side. So again, try and keep your hips lower, your bum lower than your shoulders. Keep twisting up. You're looking over that left shoulder. Okay, keep twist, twist, twist. Okay, and then just looking down on the floor as you stay where you are and just step your right foot way back. Yeah, so coming into that bent leg triangle on the left side, maybe going and doing the bind by bringing this time right arm underneath your left thigh, trying to lock your back leg, keeping both legs engaged, keeping the right glutes, right butt cheek really strongly engaged. And again, looking down on the floor, you untwist your back into this like a lunging position when you raise your arms over your head. On exhale, again, trying with control to lean forward with your upper body and just bring the right leg all the way in front of you. And then once you're here, opening from the hip socket, so right leg opens to the side, and then you bring the right foot across your left thigh. Flexing the toes, nice and strong, keeping the hips level. If you can, if you can't, trying to level them. Sucking the belly in, again finding your fulcrum point, like somewhere where you can look while you're moving, sitting down and back, chest open, so you want to keep the back arched, sitting lower and lower, going for flight, flyers. Okay, so you sit a bit more deeper down, going down, really on top. Okay, and then as you inhale, finding your way up. So with control, you're coming up, you bring the right knee in front of you, and then you shoot your right leg way back. Remembering warrior three, reaching your arms forward. So again, trying to keep your arms in line with your ears. So arms are never dropping down, you want to keep them lifted up. You know, it's very difficult if you guys are practicing on the carpets. Try and avoid that if you can. In my other room, my connection is not very great, that's why I have to be here. Okay, let's open up into aeroplane from there. Sticking your arms by your sides and lifting the arms high up. So activating the triceps, looking slightly in front of you, and just diving a bit more deeper. Diving deeper, 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 deeper. Bringing both hands down on the floor. Again, try not to just crash down on the ground. Leaning towards your left leg. For those standing splits, keep the left knee soft if you have to, if you need to, if it's tight on your hamstring. We didn't try the balance. Left leg maybe right leg, you can grab that left calf muscle. Okay, and then you land with control. Right foot back, left foot back, you're back into your plank, taking vinyasa, or maybe resting in child's pose, or maybe resting in downward facing dog. Exhaling, you're back, downward facing dog. Again, breathing in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth, again breathing in, and letting it go. One more time in, and then exhale, and this time lift and lengthen your right leg high up, opening through the hip, bending through your knee, maybe dropping the right foot all the way back for wild thing, pushing the hips up, extending through the left leg, opening through the chest. On exhale, bringing right hand down on the floor, rolling to the right side for a plank position, side plank. Trying to keep the right shoulder over your right wrist, trying variations here. Maybe stay where you are, feel free always. This is an option to come here, but dropping the right knee on the floor, or being a bit more kind of inventive by coming into that three leg, maybe bend your knee, grab your big toe, extending your right leg high up. Okay, and then from wherever you are, try and step that right foot with control forward. Sorry, left foot forward. So we want to come into this lunging position, and then you're going to release the right knee down on the floor. Good, and then from here, keeping still right hand down, you add a twist to the left, and then you exhale, you can release left hand down on the ground, maybe just leaning back, so coming into this runner stretch, leaning forward while you keep pushing the hips way back. So you're here, some of you practicing Hanumanasana, don't go straight there, so it's just like a gentle stretch, or if you have the practice, go ahead, or just stay where you are and just breathing, so breathing in, and then breathing out. Again, breathing in and letting it go. And then next inhale, you shift the weight forward, tuck your back toes under, step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, left side, lifting the left leg high up, opening through your hip, bending your left knee, drop your left foot way back, all the way behind you, opening up for a wildy thing, being mindful about this right hand, so using all those fingertips to push the ground away from you. And then as you exhale, you just roll back. So through your downward dog, roll all the way back to the other side for a side plank on the left side. Being again, please mindful, fingertips are spread wide to push the hips up. Maybe stay here, trying to stack your right foot on the top of the left, if that's possible. Baby, find your tree pose. Maybe grab your big toe. So if you're grabbing the big toe, you might want to drop the left foot down on the floor. Just really ground through your left foot. Bend your knee, see if you can grab the toes, great. Then opening up. And then from here, with control, trying to step the right foot forward. As you're going to come into this lunge position, dropping left knee on the floor, keeping left hand on the ground and opening up through your right arm. And then take a nice twist through the spine. Oh, and exhale, let's release the right hand down on the floor. Hips go back. You start leaning forward for that runner stretch. Giving some love, some attention to your hamstrings. Okay, so you can always keep the toes pointed. Flexing them will give a bit more isolation here in the calf muscle, in the hamstring. Going into your splits, if that's where you are, or if you're practicing, it's very wise if you're somewhere halfway here to use blocks. If you have two blocks from both sides and just kind of use them, you know that if you're practicing that, you probably know how to do that. If not, that's how you do it. Okay, and then you inhale again, you kind of bring or shift the weight forward, framing that right foot, stepping back into your downward facing dog, and And let's just go one more time, looking forward between your hands, step, jump, or walk your feet all the way forward. On inhale, lifting up. On exhale, folding down. Inhale again, soften through your knees, rising up into a chair pose. On exhale, folding all the way down. Inhale, heart opens. On exhale, please take your crow pose. Some of you are taking crow pose, take your crow pose. This is your chance, now or never. Or if you're not taking it, just don't take it. You can always go back into your downward facing dog. Just enjoy being in downward dog. Okay, so some of you from crows, you can jump back into your plank. And if you're in downward dog, you can take maybe one more vinyasa if that feels right for you, if that feels nice for you. And then on exhale, you're back again, downward dog, downward facing dog. And then from there, dropping down onto your knees. Let's just drop down onto your knees. Should we try and do the flip that we tried last time? I used to do this quite frequently when I was teaching in studios before I was pregnant. So you squeeze the knees together, you cross your ankles, you bring your hands either side of your knees. Try and keep your hands flat. I'm cheating. I'm pressing the fingertips. To have two blocks is ideal. So you push the blocks away from you, really engage your pelvic floor muscles, engaging through your core, lifting up through the Mula Bandha. Ta-da! I'm trying to swish your legs all the way out and in front of you. Once you're here, again, let's just move this bum way back, so planting the sit bones down, chest is lifted, you lengthen. On exhale, folding down and forward. So you have option to keep your feet separated, like coming here, or feet together. And even maybe take it into Paschimottanasana. Two index fingers, you lift, you lengthen, and then you fold. Again, you inhale, you create space. On exhale, it's just nice being here. Let's take it one more time, breathing in. And then exhaling. And then with the next inhale, lifting yourself all the way up, bending your knees, hug your legs, hug your thighs underneath your knees, chest lifts. You know what's this? Boat. You can extend your legs, keep holding your legs if you need support, or just taking your arms by your side. And maybe from here, just trying to scoop the belly in as you lower yourself a bit more down. Ooh, still stay there. And then still engaging the core with control, trying to lower even more down. So I have very weak core. I set a baby like 12 weeks ago, so I'm kind of working on my core strength. I'm allowed now to work, I think, on my core strength. It's been quite a while. So you don't watch me. You just do like with control, really trying to come down, down, down. And then once you're really close to the floor, you just lay down and you give yourself that nice, well-deserved hug, well-deserved cuddle. So trying to grab your elbows, hugging your knees to your chest, swaying from side to side, just thinking of love, 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 love. Okay. And then from here, let's just drop that left foot on the floor. You bring right foot across your left thigh, reclining pigeon, flexing your toes. Let's do one more pigeon variation. You grab underneath your right shin, you grab your left leg towards you. So try to take the most of it by keeping the shoulders on the floor. You're trying to look down towards your sternum. You pull them even closer towards you. So trying to get that length through your entire spine. Pressing the sacrum, the lower back down on the floor, so you want the entire spine flat on the ground. And then when you exhale, maybe just drop your left foot on the floor. You can bring the right leg across your left leg. If some of you are doing eagle legs, feel free to do that. Extend your right arm away from you and just coming into twist. Just twisting the knees all the way to the left. You can take your eyes, you're looking towards your right fingertips, or maybe you're looking to the left. Okay, and with control, moving your eyes towards the sky, ceiling. You untwist, you come back to neutral. Hug your knees one more time to your chest. And then on exhale, release your right foot on the floor. Have left foot across your right thigh. Leave that right foot on the ground. And one more time, hug a right knee. So you can hug under or below your right knee. Try and avoid keeping your head on the floor like this way, as it adds tension on your neck. So you want ideally to keep the head on the floor. If it really doesn't go on the floor, please just grab a block. Maybe grab a cushion. If you don't have a block, you just grab anything that can give you support of your head, so you won't put strain on those neck muscles. Again, hugging, so just breathing into that left side, left glutes. And on exhale, coming into a twist by dropping right foot on the floor. You have left leg already across your right leg. Finding the eagle legs, if you have eagle legs, or just being here, extending the left arm away from you, turning and twisting to the right. And again, while you're here, you can move your eyes, you're looking towards your left fingertips. And adjusting, so sometimes you can have a little play by bringing the knees close and hugging them closer towards you. Ooh, feels different parts of the spine, or maybe taking the knees a bit more away from you. And then that way you can just have that play, just so you find like, ooh, this is where I want to keep my knees today. Okay, again, coming back, you move your eyes high up towards the ceiling, you untwist, you undo, you give yourself that cuddle. And then extending the legs higher, bending the knees. Let's just take that happy baby. So feel free, grab your big toes here, grab the arches of your feet, or maybe just bring your arms through around, grab your feet from the outside. Again, happy baby. Thinking of squatting or walking on the ceiling. Okay, and then a release as you drop your feet down on the ground. And maybe just coming into your final Shavasana, just like a short one. Well, you can take as long as you need to. You're at your own home. You don't have to finish with me. So feel free to extend your legs away from you, or maybe just bend your knees, keeping the feet together. Just finding those butterfly legs. Again, resting your hands by your sides, high, and just coming to that place where you just drop and be like still. And then we'll finish the same way as we finished, with the same breath. So what you're doing while you're resting there, you just take a full breath through your nose, and as you're taking this time, full breath in, try and bring tension. So you want to start squeezing and kind of like squeezing and squashing like every single muscle, like you're very angry. So you're all relaxed, you're laying down on the floor. You just keep squeezing as you're breathing in, breathing, breathe, and then you exhale, and you shout out. Let's try it. So I was demonstrating, I hope I demonstrated well. Let's just try it again. So you're all relaxed down on the floor, you start breathing in. As you breathe in, you bring tension into your body. So you just start squeezing. Maybe you can just do a fist with your hands. Just feel as you're bringing tension into your forearms, into your arms, into your shoulders. Just take a bit more, take another sip of air, and try and hold it there before you explode and let it go. And just shout and wake up your flatmates, your roommates, whatever. Inhale, let's just do it again. Breathing in, bringing tension, bringing tension, bringing tension, bringing tension into your body. Bringing whatever doesn't serve you, just thinking of, and just letting it go. Let's just try it one more last time. Breathing in and squeeze, tense, and squeeze, and tense and squeeze, and just feel as all that whatever needs to go just lifts up, lifts up, lifts up, come up into your mouth, and then just goes out through your breath. Okay, and then coming into your final relaxation. So just stay in your Shavasana. If you're down there, or you butterfly legs, just stay there. Just take around a few more minutes there. And do nothing, just observe how you feel, how wonderful you feel, how beautiful you felt. For maybe some of you, you've been practicing before, you saw me before on the Saturday morning. So some of you maybe it's just starting now, starting today. That just, look at my smile, just makes me just makes me happy, just makes me proud of you. Just thing number one accomplished. Well done for the newbies or for the old bees as well. Thank you very much for being here. Stay in your shavasana as long as you need to, or if you have to go, you can always just roll to the side. Take your time. It's Saturday before you rock and roll with your day. Enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend. Namaste. I will see you next Saturday for day number 8 of this rejuvenating challenge. Drop me a message in the chat if you already haven't. Some of you did say hello and good morning and stuff. And see you when I see you. Well done, everyone. I'll be hanging around. If you send a message, you want to ask or something, I'll be here. Great. I kept you. Well done, Isabel and Uzazdara. Is that some kind of nickname? Well done, everyone. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Isabel. Thank you. It's nice to hear that. I don't do as much yoga as I can. I do different kind of yoga, like carrying your baby around. But I'm really Chica. I'm really pleased I have these 30 minutes with you guys in the mornings. And Sabrina, well done. Thank you. Thanks, Amy. Oh, Isabel, yeah, it's my first one, so I didn't know, but I'm there. Thank you for your compliments. Oh, well done, Anna. Great. Ta-da. Good. And pleasure, my lovely. It's my pleasure, everyone. Thank you guys for joining, for being sweet, super sweet. Yay. Oh, bless you, Olivia. Well done. Coming back after a 9-month break. Well done, Lilling. Thanks for joining. It's always getting back to a practice, even when I, obviously after having the girl, my baby, I had to kind of slow down a bit. Just find it a bit challenging, slowing down, even me preaching and teaching. But I guess it's life, we just have to get with the flow. Take it easy and then build it up from there. But yeah, once I started practicing back, I found like, oh, I know now how some people feel, like tight. I was like really tight. I still am, I still work going back where I was, or I'm not really bothered about going back where I was, just taking each day as it is, each practice. It feels challenging, but the amazing thing is that our bodies are amazing and clever. They're very clever and amazing, and they will get back. The muscles remember, the body remembers. If you had practice, it will take you back to somewhere, maybe even further, in a new direction. Good. Yay, do go gently, Olivia. Do go gently. It will come back, I promise you. Just trying to stretch as much as you can. More often, don't do it now and then next year, obviously. Yeah. Well done, Jess. Great. naughty coffee. It's a mushroom coffee. It's very good for you. I like it. I need my coffee. After being pregnant, not being able to drink coffee now, I'm like, yay, I can have some coffee. Yay. Well, one more time again, thank you for joining, and I'll see you next Saturday. Sarah. Oh, go ahead. Sarah, well done. A little practice. What's happened? Oh dear. I think my computer went.